Okay, he does still have the puncture wounds. When he was looking in the mirror, it looked like they were gone. At least to me. And now I got a gun. Put that in his main head.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
Wow, that sounds unconventional for a doctor, but I mean, he's not wrong.
No, it never got easy.
Yeah, this is gonna be this is gonna be a very dramatic game. And honestly, I am enjoying that aspect of it, like, already. I don't know if that will wear thin later on, but... Oh, we have a diary. How do I scroll up and down, game? Because there's obviously more. Alright, so 15th of October. Bad sleep. Becky coughed all night and the fever made her delirious. I heard a loud noise in the morning. It's a big machine some men brought by the banks to dig a big hole in the ground. It was some sort of mechanical shovel. Maybe I could go there and ask for some work. Becky needs medicine. 16th of October. I talked to the men with the mechanical shovel. They told me they were digging mass graves all around London. Safety measures, apparently. Is there a new epidemic? Is the flu coming back? They had no work for me. Becky slept a little last night. The foundry has been closed and there are no more jobs nearby. 19th of October. I went to London to find some groceries and drugs. No trains. It took me the whole day to cross the Thames and come back. Becky seemed better. I made a soup she ate. I found no drugs, only a few syringes and some sleeping pills on the black market. We have no money left. Maybe I could go to the Pembroke Hospital tomorrow, but it's so far and I fear leaving my wife for so long. 19th of October. Becky threw up the meal a few hours after she ate. She's so frail now, it makes me cry. She says she hears voices outside at night. She says she wants to eat meat. Where would I find meat? Tomorrow? I'll barricade the house to protect us from looters. This I know. Over here. We inspect. Oh, is this where we're going to be resting for the night? Okay.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it.
Did it shoot himself? You don't even know what's going on yet. Why would you shoot yourself?
Rational thinking only.
Really? Because this isn't all that rational. Let's see if this is timed, because I have no intention of shooting. Because this isn't to me, this is not a rational thing to do. Like, he doesn't know what's going on. I would think he would at least want to know what is happening. Like, he doesn't even really know what's been done to him. He doesn't know that he's a vampire. Like, he may suspect it, but at this point in time, no one really knows what a vampire is except for those hunters. Or at least I have to assume this. But there's been no indication that he even understands what is happening. You know? Oh, they're just gonna make... Okay, they're gonna make me shoot him. They're gonna make me shoot myself. Okay. Vampyr. Now, I know, or at least, I'm trying to remember. I do believe that that is an actual spelling for a vampire, but it's from another country. It isn't, and they're actually called vampires, not it may be pronounced vampire as well, but I know there's one where it's vampire, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be, like I could be. I can't remember all the different translations for the generalized name that's used here in the Americas. So, yeah, you shot yourself, and you're still here.
This is absolute madness.
See, that's why
I've
I'm
lost
wondering,
touch with
does he
the real.
really know what he even is yet? If he even suspects, because he would have known that that wouldn't work.
Contains blood inside, lead to a glowing flesh.
Boy. Okay. Shooting myself made me evolve. I should have unloaded the clip. Okay. Hideout beds allow you to evolve and rest. I remember this from the Twitch stream. They were stating that when you bite someone and drain their blood, you actually have to rest to assimilate the blood, and then the blood allows you to get abilities and to evolve and grow stronger. See, part of me wants to eat everybody just to do this and get all the abilities and experiment with them, but I tend to always play the game as if I'm in the character's place, at least the first time I play through it. So I'm gonna try to make good decisions, um, and it's gonna come down to what I feel I need to do and what morally is the right thing to do, and and I mean, I feel like the game is touching on that. Autophagy costs you drain your own blood to heal normal and aggravated damage instantly. Okay. Oh, was that my regeneration? But they only allowed it. They only allowed me to do it that one time in the fight with those 3 hunters. And I thought I was dead, and then I just started regenerating. But the guy who was shooting fire at me, I wasn't able to regenerate from that. So maybe... And I didn't notice that my blood gauge had gone up from having fed on Mary. I didn't notice it was full or half full. It looked like it was still low. So that's weird. Huh. Okay, we'll get that, because it's the only one apparently available. Autophagy... And these are, I assume, upgrades. Autophagy. You trade more blood to heal yourself instantly and gain an additional boost on your health regeneration. Oh, no. So this isn't even my health regeneration. So maybe I just got so maybe... And yeah, this is just me doing a bunch of assumptions, but it's like maybe I got so hurt I couldn't regenerate anymore, because maybe it was the fire itself that was preventing me from doing it. But so autophagy plus 200 healing, you trade more blood to heal yourself instantly and gain the additional boost on your health regeneration. And what are these? You trade the instant health gain for a greater regeneration. Oh, okay. So I think what this is saying is it's basically like a health potion. You pop it, and a certain amount of blood that you've gained or drained is used to insta heal you. So you can forego that and just increase your regeneration, which I can't help but feel is the better of those choices. Especially once you get here. But the thing is, it may only be better once you have it maxed out. Whereas the pots allow you almost an infinite source and when you need it. So, and at the end of the day, you may get enough that you can just get both and just be fucking invincible. Like, depending on how hard your enemies hit and stuff. So, alright, oh. I have evolved! So 11, I don't have enough for that, and I have to get that to branch off. I think I'm going to definitely play around. I'm going to go down this tree first, I'd like to. I want to see how good that regeneration is. And I do not know if they allow us to respec. It would be nice if they did. That might be something later in the game where you get like a token or something. Let's see, we have claws, close range strike that will cut through all living creatures in front of you. Blood Spear. You throw a spear made of blood, which can pass through enemies. See, okay, so they are going kind of outlandish with the abilities. Form a spear out of blood and throw that. Like, I'm gonna form a spear out of blood and throw that. Like, so they are going kind of outlandish. So I would love some transformations then. So let's see if we can. Let's take a look at some of these. So defensive coagulation. You will block your target's blood in their veins, making them defenseless. So it's basically a stun, but it sounds like it should be an instant kill move. But it sounds like a stun because it says 2 seconds of control, so it sounds like a some kind of stun or root or immobilize. And I am going purely off of MMO here because that's what that sounds like. Blood barrier, you create an invisible barrier absorbing direct damage until it fades or is destroyed. That's okay, that's nice, and that would go well with our regeneration and health pots, because if we get low we can pop the shield, absorb damage, let ourselves either regenerate or pop our blood and regenerate our health. So that's a good, so there's a synergy there. You perform a supernatural move to your target and cause damage upon landing. So your leap, your gap closer. There's your gap closer. Drain your stamina to fade into the shadows and become invisible to most enemies. Moving in this state will drain more stamina. You'll exit the shadows if you attack or dodge, or when your stamina is empty. So here's our try to go through the game without needing to kill anybody. We can move into the shadows and stealth through areas, so we can kill either nobody or as few people as possible. And it does seem that the only situation so far where I had to kill someone was Mary. And I don't know if we can count that because it's cinematic, but you still killed someone. So I feel like you need to count it, right? But the rest of the guys I actually didn't need to kill. I didn't know that. I could have ran past the first guy. The three guys that caught me in the boiler room, I just had to wait them out and keep myself from getting too beaten up, and I could have gone through the door. And I don't know if it's because I didn't know where to aim for the prompt, or if it was timed that you had to be in the room for a certain amount of time to then be able to use the door. So we then used the door, and then the guy with the crossbow, I didn't have to kill him, but I ended up doing so just to be sure he didn't kill me while I was trying to get the door to prompt so I could open it and get away. I just didn't want to take that chance, so I killed him. Okay, so we have Shadow Veil. It probably also allows you to sneak up on victims to feed off of them too if you want to. So we have Claws, which I'm going to get. I love melee, especially when it comes to Claws. So I am going to get that. Blood Spear, we may play around with that later. And we have Shadow Mist. Place a cloud of shadows at the target's feet or yours. The cloud would explode after a short time, causing heavy damage. So we have distance control abilities. We have abilities to what is the word I'm thinking of? There's a word for it. It's and now I can't remember. It's a fighting game term, and I cannot remember now. Because you have your long range, your mid range, you have your up close gap closers. Like, you have your rush downs, you have your long range experts, and then you have your space controllers. But there's a term for it, and I cannot remember it right now. Let's see. So we have rage. You lose control and let the beast take over for a short time. The beast teleports itself to all enemies around you and strikes them with furious blows. I wonder if that means you do a transformation. I would love a transformation of some kind. You create a shadow vortex at your target's feet. Coming to life, the shadows interrupt an enemy in the area and inflict tremendous damage. Blood Cauldron. And these are our ultimate skills. Like, our most badass, I assume our most badass abilities. You focus your power to boil your target's blood, causing it to violently explode, dealing damage to the target. That is vicious. I'm gonna get that first. That is, I will boil my opponent's blood, explode them, and do damage to everyone else with their exploded body. Yeah. Increase my health, increase my stamina. So there we go for our tactical shadow veil. Health, I'm gonna want more since I want to go in melee. I'm going to grab the blood spear as well, simply so I have a ranged option. Um, let's see, increases my blood capacity, which goes back to using using my blood as a healing potion. Increases my blood absorption when using bite in combat, so big thirst. And I noticed in the Twitch stream that the when you bite someone in combat, you actually you gain blood, and I think you regenerate some health off of that. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember exactly, but I think that's how I remember it happening. Um, but it does regenerate your blood, and your blood is what you use like your special abilities, like your blood spear. So to get more of that back means you can. So this seems to be set up. Really, you could technically go either a full like ranged mage vampire, you could go a full physical like warrior vampire, you could do a mix of the two, and you could also be a stealthy rogue vampire, or a mix of a mix of the three, a mix of any two. um I do wonder if there's enough experience in the game for you to get everything and up and level up everything. And these seem to only be the first levels, and then there are branches. So this is only the so I'm assuming this is only the face of it, and just like with here, we'll have branches that increase those abilities or give you other ones. Increase, yep, there we go, for melee. So I'm gonna be doing that. I'm absolutely gonna be getting a lot of stuff for melee. Increase my life regeneration when using bite and yep, life regeneration. So yes, biting in combat does regenerate your health as well, which I would assume it would. You're a freaking vampire. Why wouldn't getting blood then make you stronger? You can now carry 3 serums, and cartridge bag, increase the number of bullets you can carry. The serums, if I remember correctly from the stream, is something that you develop to keep your vampiric urges in control. So you don't have to feed on people either at all or as much. Um, I, uh, I believe that's what that is, but we'll see. So okay. So let's go ahead and get claws. Yep, and it does open up. Oh, okay. Let's see. Does this have? Yes, it does. This they also have strings for this. Use control. Let the beast take over for a short time, and strikes them with furious blows. And at max level, you lose control. Cost none. 600 damage, which I'm assuming is a lot, but we'll see. And strikes them with furious blows. So it's just a constant upgrade for your ultimates. Yeah, just more and more damage. Shadow Step. Stamina used per second when walking. 2.5 stamina used per second when standing still. 1.5 stun. Drain your stamina to fade into the shadows and become invisible to most enemies. Moving in this state will drain more stamina. You gain damage and stun bonuses if you leave the shadow. So yeah, this is literally your rogue build, because you can stun them when you jump out and hit them with it. And it probably synergizes with your pounce, because you jump from the shadows out, they're stunned, and then you just go all in, right? So this is actually, I like this. I do like this. Okay, let's not spend any more time on this. We will spend a little bit more time, or maybe I'll make a separate video that goes through each and every single one of them. So let's grab what we're gonna grab. I'm gonna grab 1,000 for claws, which only leaves me with 135 left, so I can't get anything else because that's 2,000. That's also 1,000. Yeah. So I can't get anything else. So yep, we'll go with claws. And we'll have to get some more blood, and then we'll get our bite, and then we'll see about getting our regeneration. I okay, sorry. I keep pressing the button thinking that will confirm it, but you have to hold the button. It has a fill mechanic. You know what I would like to have seen? That when I picked the
Voice in
claws,
my head.
when he got out of the bed, for
If I'm not mad, then
every upgrade that
must
you
belong
did like
to the
that,
one
since it's
who
an
made me
evolution, when he gets
what
out
I
of his
am.
resting place, he
I must find him
demonstrates
to
the
understand
evolution. Like he would hold up
what
his
I have
hand,
become.
and his nails would grow, and he gained claws. That would have been a nice touch. Like, and that's not a complaint on my part. It's just like, man, I wish they thought of that because that'd be such a nice touch. Let's see. All right. Can I even? Nope, nope. Here, give me a moment. I want to, let's check. Where did I go? Gameplay? Yeah. So, okay, I switch weapons with my D-pad. Move camera and move with my sticks. Vampiric skills are LT and LB. Vampiric skills, medical checkup, RT, RB. So vampiric skills are LT and R are triggers, I believe, and the mesmerize is LB. The checkup is RB. Offhand attack is Y. Main attack is X. Dodge. Oh, you hold dodge to sprint. Is that what it was? Okay. And interactions with A. Interaction, spring, hold to embrace. And I like how they call it embrace. A lot of people probably don't know about it if they weren't especially into vampires and looked for it, or if you're not old enough to remember. But there was an old TV show called The Mask. What was it called? Called The Kindred. It was called Kindred. It was like a 7, 8, or 9 episode TV series that used to air, and it was based off the Vampire the Masquerade games, and what they did is when they made a person into a vampire, they called it embracing them. So I saw that word I saw that word in the Twitch. They said that word in the Twitch stream whenever they bit somebody, and yeah, I was like, oh, I get that reference. And someone's trying to beat the door in. Let's see, 2-hand firearms. So that's just firearms and 1 hand. But I can't put, it doesn't let me put the firearm. So, it won't let me switch anything here. Okay, RB, LB. Okay, there's that. And then, yep. So I was right about that. Left button is my health pack, and right button is my claws, and I need blood in order to use it. Someone's trying to break the door in.
Where is it? It's closed.
Ooh, well, don't want to go that way.
Want me dead.
Yeah.
I need to leave now.
As far as you're concerned, you're a bloodthirsty. As far as they are concerned, you're a bloodthirsty monster. And I kind of murdered 4 of them. Jump it. Oh, we're gonna shadow teleport. Wow. Okay. That's why I'm like, I can't believe we didn't get like a Bram Stoker's Bats and Wolf transformation in those abilities. Like, he just used... what can I...
It's locked, all right.
Okay. I was making sure. I don't have blood to use my special abilities.
I cannot enter.
That one's locked too. I don't have blood to use my special abilities, and there's my hatchet. Oh, and there's my gun. And there's my gun. But I'm out of bullets. Really? But I'm out of bullets. Okay, well, at least I can attack now. Let's see.
It's
That door is
locked,
also
all right.
locked. So red prompt means can't do anything with it, I assume. Oh. And I have a stake. Huh. Offhand weapons. Oh, and now I have a stake. So... Oh, now the door is available.
I'm still in Southwark.
Over there!
I must reach the West End.
Oh, balls. Oh,
Back home.
how did... Where's my... Okay, it's that one. Oh, and now it's a proper... shit like shadow dodge.
It's locked.
Let's see. Anything in the barrels? See, the only issue with handling every situation the way I would handle every situation, because, like, okay, so let's say, like, I was bitten, turned into a vampire, right? First off, I'd know exactly what I was and exactly what was going on. These guys, I would murder, feed off, and get stronger. Like, there's no reasoning with them. There's no way you can tell them, hey, I'm a good vampire, other than just not killing them. But in the process of not killing them, they're trying to kill you. Depending on what my abilities are, of course. Like, if I was just so fast and so strong, I could just knock them out, then yeah. Because at that point, they're not a threat. There's no reason to kill them. But if if they're a serious threat to me, it's hard for me to be like, okay, well, they're just scared, and as far as they're concerned, I'm an animal that needs to be put down. At that point, it's just, I'm just trying to get a hang of what's going on. And even though I know what the situation is, it's hard for me not to see them as a way, to see them in a predatory way, right? To see them as just something to be gotten out of my way. But I guess that's where the moral and necessary thing comes from. Is it necessary for me to do this? And is it morally right for me to do this? So I guess at that, you kind of have to give them the benefit of a doubt. But most vampire hunters are fanatical. They don't care. They're just going to kill you because you are what you are, whether you got that way voluntarily or not. So, stun damage. Okay, so stake is stun damage, and also the tutorial is like, kill these guys, right? The tutorial is like, kill these guys. Press A to bite a stunned enemy. Biting enemy provides you with blood to use skills and also refills your health gauge. Huh. Should I do that to you? Part of me says absolutely. Because you're trying to kill me. And because the tutorial is like, hey, do this so you can see how it works. Right? Like, the tutorial is like, hey, kill these guys so you can see how your stuff works. Like, it just doesn't even care. Sure.
A strength I never knew I had.
And I can't feed anymore. And I can't feed off of many. I didn't get much. Only enough for like one claw attack. I also noticed in the Twitch stream, and I'm going to refer to the Twitch stream a lot because the most information I got about this game is from that. So what I also noticed is that the more you feed, the harder it is to control your urge to feed. So you have to be really careful about that. I wonder if I can... it doesn't look like I have the ability yet. And oddly enough, my dodge, which is obviously a vampiric ability because I turn in the shadows, doesn't use blood, which is good. Which is really good that it does not do that. Ah, I missed. Fuck, I missed. Oh, bad at this. Oh, fuck. Hey. Oh, fuck. Fuck you. Come here. Thank you. These guys. Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck. They got in the way. I'm trying to get rid of the range because he's the problem, but I'm also trying to feed to fill my bar. Oh, how do I lock on the... How do I lock on? Ah, that's how we lock on. Okay. Look. Look.
This shouldn't be possible.
He's dead!
Hey guys, like, calm it down, calm it down. This isn't that. Oh. Ooh. Oh, you can basically. Oh, that's my stamina bar. So we're going Dark Souls with this. So you can just like.
Every fiber of my being is afire.
Ah. I wanted to eat you. Okay, come here. Now, I'm going to take the time to train this guy. I don't have to, but I'm going to because I need the strength. Whoop. Ah, damn it. Apparently, you cannot stun him too often. I mean, they don't want stun locks, right? Like, at this point in time, guy, you should understand that I'm just toying with you and feeding off of you. Because by yourself, you are not a threat. You're just not. Actually, I might feed a little bit more and just let you live. But the three of you were a problem that had to be dealt with. Nope. Nope. Ah. Woo. Oh, you're giving it your all. I give you that. Come here. Okay. You may go now. I want to smash all these barrels just to see if I get anything out of them, but I don't think I do. Oh. Accidentally target locked back to him. There we go. And that's how we run. Yeah, controller is so much better. So, I got what I needed there. Yeah, going through this game, not killing anyone other than your sister, since they force you to, would be immensely difficult. Especially as I assume your enemies get stronger. Your king and country need you. Join the British ranks and help the brave lads at the front. Yeah,
My
Uncle Sam
poor
needs you.
sister.
We get that too.
If only I had controlled my need for blood.
You were new to it. There was no way.
Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
So he seems to understand a little bit more about what he is, right? So, he didn't at the time. At the time, he was newly born and blood-starved. There was no way he was not going to kill the first person he came across. And it was just sheer bad luck it was his sister, you know? Oh, you can eat the rats?
This is despicable.
Oh, they even put that in there. That's hilarious. Oh, shillings. Oh, apparently he is already dead.
I cannot enter.
So you can even eat rats if you need to.
It's locked, all right.
Why are all the doors locked? Can I phase through them? I must have to go this way then. Can I jump it? Ah, yep, gotta go this way.
The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it.
Well, yeah, because we killed two dudes, fed off two of them. We killed three dudes. Well, no, we killed two dudes. We fed off of two. We left one alive.
It's locked.
And actually, I probably should have killed the
It's
guy that I
locked, all
fed
right.
off to fill up my blood, because that means he has fang marks all over his neck, and more than likely his order is going to kill him on principle alone, because they don't know if he would turn or not. Like, there's no guarantee that they would allow him to live
What will
with
London
him having
have to say to
vampire
me?
bite marks all over his neck, because they can't be sure that he's not either being controlled by me or not going to turn. So and they'll probably burn him. So I
So
may have
many
actually
questions
relegated him to an even worse fate by
It's
letting
locked.
him live. Like, this is, so far this has been very enjoyable. Very enjoyable.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum?